Hey there, this is Tedster bringing you audio commentary for the HotKeyIt website and business model. This here is an exciting service that I'm personally excited about. It's got a lot of potential, and I really wanted to go through some of the details that I've noticed, specifically to point out some of the areas that I feel could use some improvement. We're going to be looking at things from a marketing angle, which means I'm going to focus less on the quality of the product itself and a lot more on the presentation, how it's delivered to potential customers, what your call to action in your sales model says to me. So to start with, we're going to take a look at your homepage. There are some significant flaws with this that I feel could be addressed very easily, but are going to require you to kind of rework the way that you look at a first-time customer. So think of the homepage kind of like your build order. So you can have a great late game with regards to your product offering, but first you need to get there with some solid fundamentals. And you've got a lot of those in place, but you're not using them all. You're trying to kind of skip some steps, or you're trying to cut some corners that you really need to pay attention to. So clearly, your goal is to land customers, score some bank, you want subscriptions. This is the obvious end goal from your point of view. But think about what a potential client sees, especially one who arrives at your site for the first time. Your call to action right now is basically to sign up. And as a client, I don't really care about that. That's not my goal visiting your site, to sign up for a service. My goal is to see videos. That's what you guys do. That's what you offer that other people don't, is a specific type of training video. And I need to see that. I need to experience that, or I don't care about your product. In the current world of web-based content delivery models, there's a mantra that's repeated. It's kind of like the always build workers. It's called content is king. And the idea is that someone visiting a website now, especially with a delivery model that's over the internet, is expecting to receive content and expecting to receive it right away without having to put money down, and is to be asked to judge it for themselves. And that's something that your site is set up perfectly to do and doesn't right now. So for some sites, this is really difficult. You guys, on the other hand, have an amazing wealth of free content that you've already put together that's just not available right now with your current model. So you really need to seize that and make some use of it, because you can make a lot more sales doing something with that free content than just letting it sit behind a login screen. So what you currently lack, the main thing, is an effective call to action that a user wants to click on. As a user, I want to click on something on your homepage in the most obvious place imaginable, somewhere right smack dab in the middle of the page with big flashing glowing lights that says, watch videos. I want to watch some free videos. I want to see how good this stuff is. I want to see if I can make it apply to my own game. And if I like it, maybe I'll sign up for your service. That's why I'm here. I'm here to see how good this service is. That's why I'm already not a member. I haven't done it yet. And if I can't see some free content, I don't care. Most people are going to bounce, and that's not what you want. You want people that, at the very least, come back to your site. At the very least, stay on it long enough to see how good your stuff is. And if you can build some brand loyalty by providing some free content, you've done what normally marketers spend thousands of dollars to achieve, without having to put any money down at all. So you need to basically back off a little bit from the sign up and move more in the watch this video kind of direction. Now, there's some problems with this based on your current site setup. Right now, it's very hard for me to find free content on your site. I know it exists. I've seen it in the Team Liquid thread. And that content is good content. I'm not going to get into that right now, but it's there. There's no real way for me to find that from the homepage. We've got this little, if I scroll down, this little watch videos thing here, which seems not very important because it's not in big bold letters. It's barely kind of an afterthought. And it doesn't even take me to free video section. It takes me to your regular video section, which gives me some options to click on videos, which actually only contain teasers if I'm not logged in. And this is another problem. If I'm not logged in and I go to your video section, which is appropriately in the right spot on your taskbar, it should be the very first thing you see. It's what people want to click on. It looks like I've got a bunch of stuff I can watch. And as a first-time visitor, I'm going to click one of these videos and think, oh, hell yeah, I can see some free content. And then after a minute, I get cut off. And this is bad for a number of reasons. First off, I'm getting cut off. Yes, there's a little disclaimer here, but when I click on a video, I'm watching the video. I'm not reading around the edges. I might full screen it or something. And the cutoff's very jarring. This is not conducive towards making a sale. This isn't what I want to see. It's a little insulting, especially because I get cut off before anything even happens in 99% of these videos. I get the first minute of workers standing in a clump, and a guy talking at me, and telling me, oh, you might get to see some cool stuff, and then it gets cut off before anything happens. There's nothing exciting to see, there's nothing helpful, just the knowledge that I need to pay money if I want to get any of this stuff. This is not a friendly gesture towards a first-time visitor, and it's something that having even a small amount of free preview videos would completely circumvent. Now, there's two ways this needs to be looked at. The first is from the home page, this landing page. I need to be able to find free content very easily. And that's as simple as having this link go to a specific section with free videos. The second thing is when I click on the video section, as many people will do, seeing videos right when they load the page, there needs to be free content available for me, and it needs to be clearly labeled. I would suggest having possibly a sidebar, and down the left side, or maybe just having kind of a frame type setup, and down the left side, there being your free videos. Maybe one a week, maybe one every time you do a major content dump, but having a regularly cycling, clearly labeled, these are the free ones, and the rest of them over here, you gotta sign up for, you gotta pay for. Not only does this make it easy for me to find the free content as a first-time visitor or occasional visitor, but it encourages me to come back even if I'm not paying you. Because I know that every week or so, there's going to be a new free video up that I'm going to probably find relevant, that I might find interesting, but at the very least that I can check out for myself. This gives me a reason to build brand loyalty. This makes me care about your site, and this makes me want to come back and maybe eventually, on my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th, 20th visit, give you my money. This is the goal, and this is the kind of call to action that is going to net you clients who weren't just coming to your site to throw money down immediately, because those people are few and far between. And they're not going to be terribly affected by you having a big button that says, oh my God, sign up now. They already know they want to sign up. We're trying to convince people that don't know that. So this is, I think, the biggest, most glaring omission of this site that could be very succinctly addressed with only a small amount of work. Think of it like you need to basically give them a taste of what they want. Give a visitor a taste of what they want. Lure them in. That's when you flank them with your banelings. And if you do a good job of it, they're going to like it. So I think I'm going to stop there. I think that's a really good start. And I think just by changing that landing page call to action as well as your free content, you're going to find yourself having a much, much higher conversion rate, far fewer bounces, and at the very least, a greater degree of brand loyalty from your first-time visitors. So thanks a lot for listening. Once again, this has been Tedster with an esports marketing commentary. I might start doing a few more of these since I see a lot more esports companies popping up, and it's something I'm pretty passionate about. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and PM me over Team Liquid. Also, I accept funny image macros. Those are pretty good too. So anyways, thanks a lot, and I hope someone enjoyed this.